Hey everybody, and welcome back to Grounds Family Farm. Today we're working on a project that we should have gotten done a few weeks ago, if not a month ago, but the way that everything worked out, it just didn't work out where we could get it done. And then with the temperatures, we didn't want to put too much stress on the animals, so we had to wait till we could get evenings where it cooled down to be able to do this. But today we're going to be shearing the sheep. Like I said, we should have done this a while ago. We have done some of them a little bit. We haven't got them cleaned up good yet, but we're fixing to start on Rascal. And we're going to let you watch and see how that goes. And we sheared him last year, which was his first time being sheared. So maybe he'll be a little better this year. I'm not sure, but we're fixing to find out.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got him tied up here with a halter. It's just a rope halter, so it doesn't put a lot of strain on him. I'm hoping that he'll sit still and be good, but we're going to just turn him on, see how he acts to him. He's handling them pretty good. So we've got a new set of blades. Hopefully they hold out. If not, I bought some more, but for some reason we don't have good luck with the blades, and they last about one sheep per set before they dull up. And so maybe we can get this one done. It's okay, buddy. You see Izzy? Okay. It's okay. Hey.
It's so thick.
It's okay, buddy.
You're gonna feel so much better.
We saw somebody comment on another video that we watched that you always want to shear like down the back and then down, and that keeps you from cutting them. So we're going to see how that works out. This is a cooling spray here for the blades to keep them cool so maybe they don't dull out so quick, but he's doing pretty good so far. We're just going to keep working with it. Main thing is get the bulk off, and then we'll try to pretty him up later. It's okay, buddy. I have to tighten you up just a little bit just so you don't move around so much and get hurt.
He wants to get to Izzy. Doing so good though. Really, this is not bad.
Do what?
He's doing so good though. This isn't really bad.
No.
Last year was tough with both of us, so.
Like I said, the goal is not really to make him look pretty because he's not in any kind of beauty contest. It's just to keep him cool.
Yep.
Here, come around here, buddy. No, okay. I know you.
My goodness, you're gonna feel better. Just look at the amount of.
I know, and next year we may try to figure out a way to save it or something, but we don't really know what to do with it, so right now we just cut it to get it off. And like I said, next year we may have a better setup since we have more sheep now where we can save it, get it cut off, and maybe somebody can do something with it.
Yep.
I really need him to
spin around a little bit.
Spin.
That ought to feel good. insane how much they put on. Doing this for 2 years in a row, you're getting pretty good at it.
Feels a lot different now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not so
just
soft.
gotta be careful in the flanks and all.
This year we came prepared and bought a lot of extra blades to start with.
Mm-hmm.
That way we wouldn't have to stop midstream to go buy more blades, because that's what we had to do last year.
I think what we might do though is let him go for a little bit, cool off, get a drink, and then we'll go and finish him up a little bit later.
Okay.
Are we gonna do some different sheep?
Do what?
Are we gonna do some different?
I don't know. We'll see. We may do that and see what happens, but I think we're fixing to turn him loose and then let him cool off and figure something else out.
Round 2 with Sheepy. We got her partly before, but she got too hot and we didn't want to make her get too upset and worked up with it being so hot outside. So now we are working on getting her finished. It's a bit of a process getting her over here. The emus are too interested. Hey baby, you're okay.
I know, girl.
You're gonna look better and feel better. Crazy how her color is different this year than it was last year underneath. Last year she didn't have any white underneath at all.
Okay, so last night it got dark on us while we were trying to shear the sheep. We got Rascal mostly done, Sheepy done pretty good, and then one of the white sheep. What we're going to do, since we're having to do it in stages when it cools off in the evening, I'm probably just going to go through on the rest of them and get it all off their backs and off their sides, and then as we have time, we'll get them trimmed up where they look a little nicer, because like I said, Sheepy, she doesn't look too bad, but she looks a little silly because she still has some on it. But getting it all off of her back and everything, and Rascal, they're a lot cooler now, and it just helps them out, which they've got some shade. They get under here, but just to make it easier on them, we're just going to, like I said, probably later tonight, we're just going to go ahead and shear the other ones all down the tops and get it off their backs and sides, just to try to help them cool down. We should have got this done a few weeks ago, but we talked to some other people, and they actually just got their sheep sheared too, so maybe this is the normal time, I don't know, because this is our first time having sheep that needed sheared, and we're going to get that done. Like I said, if it turns out to where it's too big of an issue, we may see if we can find somebody like for next year to come shear them, or it may be something where we may cut down on some of the baby doll and do something else with the other, because shearing sheep is a huge job. And it's not so bad with like the gentle ones, because it's still a little work for them, trying to cut around anything, make sure you don't nick them, especially in like their flanks and the gentle areas that you don't want to get in and around their face, because I'm always scared I'm going to get in their eye or something. And so that's the reason their heads look kind of crazy right now, because I got most of it off, but I didn't want to take a chance on cutting them since it's getting dark. But if that doesn't work out, then like I said, we'll keep the few that are really gentle, and like the white sheep, we may find a new home for them and move on, because they're kind of wild. Not too bad. Like I said, I got that one done, and she wasn't terrible while we were doing it, but it's just catching them. I mean, once we got her caught, she wasn't bad, but they just do not like to be held very much or messed with. So
Oh my word, Carmel. You are such a little baby.
she is so fat. Have you been eating?
All the time.
Yep.
Now let's go look at Rascal.
Yeah, he looks
He's
so
over here.
silly.
Eating the grass underneath these weeds.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Which, yeah, his face. Like I said, I tried to get it, but it's just, he does look kind of silly, but he's a lot cooler now. And he was in the shade earlier, but came out to eat. Like I said, today's a pretty hot day. We're supposed to have some cooler weather, so that'd be good, but I'm going to do my best to get them all done either later tonight or tomorrow evening. That way they're all nice and cool and just feel a lot better. I need to come in here with a bush hog and mow down all this goat weed. This old weed, like I said, you can see where they've ate some of it, but it's just a nasty old thing, but it makes you itch whenever you bush hog it, and so I've been avoiding it, but I think I'm just going to bring a bush hogger or a mower in here and mow it all down. That way it gives the grass underneath it a chance to get the sun and get growing. We've got some rain that's expected in a couple of days, so if I can get all that mowed down, then I'll give the grass a chance to grow and maybe get ahead of the weeds.
Yep. But, yeah, so that's the plan out here. Just have to wait for it to cool down just a little bit before we can get started on that project again.
Yeah, we've probably got another hour and a half.
Yeah.
Whenever it'd be a good time. And then when we do that, it gives us about an hour to an hour and a half to work. So I'll probably go ahead on the shears and change out to new blades, because we've got a bunch of extra new sets just in case. And so I'll probably go ahead and change out to a new set to make it, because whenever you have a brand new set, it goes a lot quicker. It's just costly to keep replacing them like that. But I'll probably just put on a new set whenever we start. Try to get them knocked out as quick as I can to get off their backs. And then, like I said, we'll catch them again later on to trim them up. So in the next few videos, or maybe for a while, they may look silly, but at least they'll be cooler.
Yep.
So earlier today, we went to Tractor Supply. I was wanting some chicken feed. The Producer's Pride brand, our Tractor Supply, seems to never have it in stock, and I didn't want to drive all the way to Conway. So I'd ordered it online a few days ago, and I ordered 10 bags of it and 6 bags of cracked corn. Because what we're going to do, since it's so hot, the chickens aren't laying that great anyhow, I'm going to mix the laying feed, the crumbles, with the cracked corn. But before I get started on that, I got it all loaded up, and I had a doctor's appointment today because I had to have a checkup, and then I was also having some trouble with my arm. A few months ago, it started bothering me. I tried to lift a bag of concrete, and I couldn't even lift it. It was hurting so bad. Went to the doctor. He checked it out, and it turns out it was tennis elbow. Went and did some exercise. He said some therapy or something. Try that first and everything, see if that worked. So I did all that. Still was bothering me. It got a little bit better, but it just never would stop hurting. And so I went back today, and he decided to put a steroid shot in it. And then after we got it done, he's like, you don't need to do any heavy lifting with that arm for 4 or 5 days. I was like, so heavy lifting, so it's probably not a good thing that I've got 1,000 pounds of feed in the back of my truck I got to unload. He goes, no, you don't need to do that. I was like, well, am I able to use my right arm? He's like, yeah. He goes, there's no restriction on that. It's just something to do with either the tendons or ligaments or something with the shot. It can weaken them. And he said if you do a lot of heavy lifting, there's a chance that you could hurt it and then end up needing surgery. And I didn't want to do that. So we're fixing to start unloading all this feed by hand. Kimberly's still on restrictions, so I'm going to be doing it with just my right arm. I've got the tractor over here close. I'm just going to throw some over there in it and drive it to where we're going to be dumping it and get it unloaded that way. I think that I'll be able to get it all done easy enough, but I don't know because that's a lot of feed with one arm, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, the Producer's Pride feed, it's the Tractor Supply brand, and I know a lot of people complained about saying their chickens weren't laying on it and everything, and we never had that kind of trouble with it. Ours always did good as long as we kept enough calcium and stuff out with them, and so It's a lot cheaper than the other brands, and so that's what we're going to go with, especially since they're not laying, and the corn makes it a little bit cheaper because it cuts down on them eating the laying feed. I also did the crumbles instead of the pellets, just so that our smaller stuff, it's easier for them to eat too. But
Right arm's gonna get a workout.
do what?
Right arm's gonna get a workout.
Yeah. And I'm not lifting heavy with this one. I'm just getting them set up. I think that was corn, yeah. If I was having to go very far with them, it wouldn't be quite as fun, but thankfully with the tractor right here, it's not terrible. I just got to find, I think I threw all the corn on the bottom. So. I don't know how much that barrel holds, so I'm just going to probably load up. I think that's 6 bags. No, 5. Never mind. I need another corn. Yeah, I got out of order on corn.
Yeah, I can put it on the bottom.
So we'll take that and go start filling up the chicken's barrel and see how far that gets us, and then we'll come move this other to where it needs to go. But we also have some more show pig feed for the girls' pigs. This is a different, it's the same brand, but the other was, I think, 18%, and this is a 16% high fat. So they said that it should work good for them, and so they should still like the flavor because it's the same feed essentially, but we'll be unloading that too later.
Hi guys.
They've still got feed in their barrel down there, but I'm just going to throw out some corn so maybe they'll be quiet. Then again, they may not.
They love people.
Okay.
We'll see how much it actually holds.
Yeah, it had a little bit of corn in the bottom, but not much.
Be a good indication then. That way we know for
Do
the
what?
future. Be a good indication then.
Yeah.
And we'll know for the future.
Probably 4 bags, maybe 5. Looking at the way it
You got a
looks.
friend. Pearl.
Pearl, you don't need this.
Neither does Daisy. And the audience. Captive audience. Better watch her, I'll stick you in there with the chickens.
Oh. A couple little pigs got out. Our pen didn't hold them in.
They're the 2 smallest, so hopefully they're the only ones.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was 4, this is 5.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll hold the corn or not. The barrel gets bigger the taller it is, so.
Yeah. Hey, Piggy Piggy.
Having to be careful not to use my left arm because it doesn't hurt right now, and so it's just awkward to.
Yeah.
I want to naturally use it because it feels normal.
That's crazy, because when I had to get an injection in my knee back in December, it hurt like the dickens for
Yeah,
4 or
this did
5
not
days.
bother me at all.
It was just sore.
Like I said, the And then when he first stuck the needle in, like the needle pricking down in there, that hurt. But other than that, I was expecting the stuff to burn or whatever, and that didn't even happen. I'm going to go ahead and fill this up since I got this bag here.
Okay.
Oh, that was off.
Pearl, if you go in there, I know you won't be able to get out of that one, because that one will shock you good. Something wrong?
No, they just haven't ate a whole bunch. So I didn't know if that was going to...
I see them over there a lot. It's just probably partly because it's hot.
Yeah. I don't even know if that full bag will fit. What are you doing in here? Feed?
Yeah.
He's like, I'll eat it. Crazy goats.
Yeah. Ginger's like, where'd my friend go? Hollering at him across the yard.
Back up, girl.
And this little barred rock that always thinks she's got to be right in the middle of everybody's business. Pigs are thinking it's feeding time because I hear you with the food sack.
Mm-hmm. You said it's supposed to rain?
Wednesday.
I don't know if they had all this ate by then or not. I guess we'll just take it back.
Okay. So this is the layer crumbles, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just trying to get it low enough that this will all go down in there.
So yeah, that'll be easy for everybody to be able to eat, even the younger stuff.
Yeah, which is not as big of a problem here, but
Yeah.
some of our other chickens are a little smaller.
And it's nice to not have to buy multiple types of just chicken feed. Yeah. So at least that's one barrel down.
Yeah. The other won't go in a barrel. It's just going to go be put up. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We got their feed barrel filled up. Also their feeder. That'll be good because we'll use their feed barrel to fill up their feeder as they eat it down. But they still had a lot. Since it's been hot, they haven't been eating quite as much. And so that's saved on the feed bill, but it also cut down on egg production too. So we're hoping when it cools off a little bit, egg production will pick back up. This is our sweet little Rosie. She is very sweet, but if you're ever out here collecting eggs, you got to watch her because she tries to peck at them. So other than that, if they're just in the nesting boxes or houses or whatever, she doesn't mess with them. It's just whenever you start putting them in the egg basket. But she's sweet as can be. Anytime we dump the waters out to refill them or move the houses around in here, she's always looking for crickets because she loves to chase them down. Yeah. But we're going to give sweet little Rosie a few more lovin's, and then I'm going to go unload the rest of the feed, and I think we're going to call it a day here for now. But we hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you next time on Grounds Family Farm. Tell them bye, Rosie.